The American Center for Law and Justice, our first new lawsuit of 2021, is going to be filed against the FBI and the State Department, and that is regarding Eric Swalwell, who is an impeachment manager, by the way, the congressman, and the scandal relating to the Chinese national that was basically infiltrating his office. You are the director of national intelligence for our country. Let's talk about that, the significance of the threat from the Chinese.
It's a big threat. It's a crisis. Russia's a problem, but China's a crisis, and I say that often. We have to understand that politicians who are telling us to look over there at Russia are really giving the Beijing line. Beijing has been manipulating our politicians locally and at the state level and members of Congress. They've been doing it quietly. They've infiltrated our academic institutions. They've done it quietly. This is a crisis. And I just have to say, Jay, there's a lot of talk amongst Republicans how frustrated they are that the Durham report didn't come out, that we don't have action against people who commit crimes. When ACLJ decides to push forward on the Eric Swalwell situation, and the government is not, Congress is not, this is an actionable item that the people should get involved with. I hope that we get a lot of support for this FOIA request. This is the action that needs to take place to punish people when they do something wrong, when Washington ignores it.
So we are going to go into U.S. District Court for the District of Columbia and do what we do best, and that's go to court to get this information because, first of all, Eric Swalwell is an impeachment manager of all things, which is so ironic. Number two, it's not just Eric Swalwell here. We want to know what the government knew about this, Jordan, and how they were dealing with it or not dealing with it.
That's right. Why did it take so long for them to get briefed? And remember how bold Nancy Pelosi was initially before she got that special briefing with House GOP leader McCarthy. And she was bold. She was sticking with Swalwell. And listen, they kept him on the Homeland Security Committee. They made him a House impeachment manager, which to me makes him as partisan as makes the impeachment just that much more partisan.
I'm going to pray that you win the lawsuit and that you receive the information that you've requested. Once you get that, do you have an idea of how long it will take for this process? And then once you get it, what will be the next step? Can he be removed from this ridiculous impeachment process?
Well, I think the impeachment will be well over by the time we are even in court, because the impeachment, I think, is going to be over in about 10 days, maybe less than that. This trial is going to be quick, and it's going to come next week. The lawsuit takes a long time. We'll file the complaint. They're going to have 30 days to answer. We probably won't file till the end of the month. Once we get the information, and that's a slow process, you look for the nuggets. What is it that's in there that leads to the next thing? And then you can start bringing, whether it's making referrals over to the Justice Department or others, or bringing the public pressure on so significantly that the Congress is forced to take action. But the first order of business is to file the case and get to court. So that's really, in a situation like that, that's really what we have to do. We've got to get to court. So Ben Sisney from our office in Washington is working on that right now with some of our other lawyers, and we will get to court. And that's going to be the fight. But I'm going to tell you this, folks. We're going to increase that office. We're going to increase our staffing in other places as well. This is going to be a real fight. This is going to be every day a battle. But that's why it's ACLJ more than ever.